back for another exciting round of Imperiums Greek Wars. Now, this is one of those games that, it has a lot of great things going for it. I'm really excited to keep playing it. So what we're doing now is going back as Sparta, and now I read a couple of things in the manual. I was one of those guys way back in the day, who would just like bring the game manuals with me wherever I went. I would just like go through them, read them out. I would love doing that. And so in some ways this is kind of the same thing right now, where there's a very extensive manual, which I appreciate, right? Because it's a lot of material to go through. A lot of it is just taught with the UI, but I like sometimes there's a little bit of a deeper explanation there. And of course, in today's modern world, we can usually go to things like Reddit or just ask Google, right? If we have a question that we can't seem to answer. But hey Hitake, how's it going? Yeah, HoI4 mod, right? Exactly. So this is Greek or Imperiums, right? So Greek Wars, and really excited to get back into it. Started playing it yesterday. It's been a lot of fun. It combines some of the best elements of things like the Civ series of games. You got a little bit of that EU slash, kind of paradoxy aspect to the 4K game version. And it does some interesting things that I like. I think it's kind of interesting. So there are a couple details that I had to look up in the manual, which actually explained why I couldn't just heal troops in any town. It makes sense logistically. You have to be able to go to the town where those things are made. So obviously if we have we have cavalry here, they can't just recover in the middle of nowhere. So we look here for these blue highlighted tiles, and that is where they can go and heal inside, right? So we've unlocked Mysia here. We unlocked, so we can't just choose any faction from the very get-go. We have to unlock them, which is a kind of interesting dynamic, right? In a game like this, you just kind of expect to pick whoever you want to play as. But we unlocked Chalkidike. I'm not sure exactly how you unlock some of these factions. Had to, oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, no, yeah, that's, so I was kind of wondering, I know you said you had your exams and whatnot, and you're doing that, so yeah, thankfully, yeah, I'm hoping that everything has gone well with that, and, hopefully that all went smoothly. I'm sure, like, wrapping things up, it takes a while to do that, right? I know, I remember it took me a very long time to graduate from college, mostly because I was exploring a bunch of different other things while I was there. It didn't take the traditional 4-year route to get there, but yeah, hopefully that went well for you. I know college was fun. It lasted a long time for me. But yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure with finals and wrapping everything up, that was probably not super fun. I know for me, I took a class. I was like one class where I had to do a big research project, so I was doing like actual in-person research stuff for history, which, in California, there's a couple things I did with the CCC, which was the oh my god, I forgot what CCC stands for, but it was a restoration project for one of the missions, and this was taking place in the 1930s, because the class I took for my capstone in history was, and get this, it sounds super interesting, was California in the Great Depression. So I had to do some primary research based on that, so I was doing that for that whole semester and just wrapping things up. I had stuff, I was transferring from different schools, so there was a bunch of other stuff that was going on at that point. But yeah, yeah, I get that for sure. I didn't have to do anything weird exam-wise. I know depending on the program, you could, if you were in a grad program or a master's program, you could write a thesis and do all of that, but I didn't have to worry about that because that was not a grad program. I was an undergrad for that. I want this guy to go to Sparta, because he will be able to recover there. And we have a general here. I'm going to have him go to Salacia. And I was doing a little bit of research. So we can actually build a city anywhere we have a settler, and not just a nomad. So there's a couple places here. We could build one right here at the edge. What I really want is to build something on Kythida, or Kythida. Trying not to mess that up. Trying to remember some of the Greek I know. So we have Salacian Gamenis. Okay, so we'll have him move there to recover, because we took some losses. Had some pretty bad losses there for that battle. So I'm going to try to see if I can get this settler here. Where did the settler go? I sent him somewhere. I don't know where he went, but I want him to settle Kithira. I think I'll send this guy here to Githion. Good to see you back, though. Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I know you had talked about your exams, and I always know that's always stressful. Mothone, okay. Koronos' army. I think I'm gonna have him stay here. We'll have him sleep. And then we have this settler, right? Okay, so let's have the settler go to Githion. Or Guthion. And we'll have him stay put for right now. Ah! Okay. There we go, there we go. Now I wanted him... Can we heal the boat that we have here? I don't think the boat's taken any damage. Akidas' fleet. Okay, well, that's probably going to be a next turn kind of deal. Here we go. What else do we have going on here? We have a bunch of gold. I do want to build another settlement. This is a good place for us to build another kind of improvement. So we could build... Can we build multiple blacksmiths? I mean, does that... Okay, I don't think that stacks. We already have one here, so I don't think it stacks. I'll look that up, but I doubt it. It would be weird if it did stack. Okay, so our population is kind of small. Country size is, on average, we have more power and a bigger economy than most countries here. We have an aristocracy. We're researching transportation. Our capital is Sparta. We're supporting our birth rate in a bunch of places, especially in places like Messini, Pylos, and Mothone. Mothone is doing pretty well for itself, but it's damaged right now, so we're trying to repair that. So I like our borders here. We are at war with Boeotia. Boeotia... Yeah, they have captured Athens. So Athens, BT dubs. Athens is, I don't know where they're at. They have a unit somewhere. I think this is them in Samos. I don't necessarily want to help them to get back to Boeotia. I'm cool with capturing it for myself, but we do have our allies. Maybe we form some kind of league against the Boeotians, because they're getting pretty aggro here. If we take a look here, Boeotia is at war with whom? They're at war with Attica, war with us, the Achaians, and the Argolids. So they're at peace with Corinth, which is kind of crap. They're also at war with Thessaly, and they're at peace with Phokis. So I don't know how they're going to get here. They're at war with us, Achaia, Elis. You know, we can make a confederation of these guys and the Argolids. So at least we all bind together. We're all Peloponnesians, right? So the Achaeans, the Elysians or Elis, we have a territorial possession here in Zakynthos. So we have to kind of figure out a way to get around Corinth, right? Because Corinth has this isthmus on lock. So, and Mantinea, I could take over Mantinea later, you know. But if we can make an alliance with the Argolids, the Elysians, and the Achaians... is there any kind of donation alert with a message on the stream? So this is something I've had to like kind of tweak before, where it should, and sometimes it does, and other times it doesn't. It's really annoying. I've had to like go into Streamlabs and kind of work some settings in there to figure that out. But usually there should be some kind of like notification. Like it's done it before in the past, and I've tried like to adjust it, and it's worked for some people and it hasn't worked for others. So I don't know. But you know what? Like let's take a minute here and make sure this is all up and running. I know we're like midstream. Streamlabs. Oh, is it Stream? No, you know it's not Streamlabs. It's Stream Elements. let's go ahead and open this up and log in. Just to make sure this is up and running. What is this? No. Notifications. Nope, that's an update. So yes. This stuff should usually have... Yeah, to answer your question, there should be an alert. There should be an alert that pops up. So I'll have to double check. If you did tip, thank you. If you did, absolutely no pressure to do that ever, of course. But yeah, like there should be some kind of alert, and I was checking the software I usually use, and there isn't anything there yet, but, you know, it could take a while. It could be something going on elsewhere. But yeah, definitely we'll check that later. And of course, you know, thank you again if you're even considering that. And that's very, very cool. Very cool. I appreciate that. Let's see. So... diplomacy-wise, Argos, I mean, yeah, okay, here's the thing. Do we want to take over all this stuff? Absolutely. Do we want to do it now? Maybe not, right? We have a bigger enemy in Boeotia, so if they get Corinth and Mantinea on their side, that's not great, right? So, if anything, if Mantinea can just stay cool for right now... Wait a bit, yeah, oh yeah, no problem. Absolutely no problem. So, let's see. I want to send a settler down here, but we need to figure out what's going on with Boeotia, because we don't want... I mean, they've captured Athens. That's pretty bad. And Athens, how did you drop the ball so badly? But anyway, so Boeotia, I don't know who Boeotia... I am okay with aligning myself with the Achaians. We're at peace. Why don't we do... Okay, peaceful passage, open borders, no. Defense pact, maybe. Ally enters into a war with every country that has declared war on you. Too arrogant and ambitious, so that's a no. How about brothers in arms? Ally enters into war with every country that has declared war on you, or that you have declared war on. No. How about... Okay, how about the Elysians, or Elis? Pigalia. Defense pact? Okay, so maybe not. So I really wish there was a way for me to zoom in on this map. I can't, though, so... Yeah... Now, the other thing I was thinking about is we obviously, if we're planning on expanding, we need a port, right? So Mothonia might actually be a pretty decent place for this. They're balanced, though, or they're kind of in a shambles right now. Pylos, or Budos, can also be another one of these things. I don't know if we can build that yet. I think we might need to unlock a certain kind of technology. It looks like we can build a blacksmith, a stable, and a temple, right? So... mounted and transport units can be built here in a stable. Let's take a look here at the technology tree. I want to be able to build a shipyard. Here we go. See, what do we need for this? We need 25 gold and 25 wood. And we could then build galleys. So I know we have more than enough wood, and we have more than enough gold. So actually, I want to see if I can unlock this technology. So I don't know if... Unknown. Not yet known. Okay, so I don't know why that's unknown. Maybe it's because I chose to randomize things that this doesn't seem to make very much sense, in a way. Okay, so this is an interesting kind of tree. I don't know how this is all working out. This is all unknown, but you know what? Let's go ahead and unlock this. Yeah, because at least this way... Horsemanship and unknown. I don't know what that does, but it unlocks up a shipyard. If we're going to start expanding away from the Peloponnesos, unless we want to go straight through, which that'll take time too. It would be good to have some navigational options other than just straight up boats. So let's go ahead and unlock this technology. We have the gold and we have the wood. So let's go ahead and do that. Innovations can sometimes be stimulated with money when the situation requires it. Okay, so we've unlocked the Thessalian League as well. Navigation technology was unlocked. New technologies and inventions will be surely put to good use. Cool. Okay, so now we don't have enough resources. So, okay, so I guess there's a two-step process to that. We had to unlock it, and now we can buy it, but we need gold, and we don't have the knowledge. We're going to have to build up to that. We're building up 5 a turn, which is not great. You know, we have a bunch of surplus coal. Or actually, no, we don't. We have a bunch of surplus wood. So we could probably trade wood for knowledge somewhere. Who has knowledge? I think maybe the Elysians? That's the wrong demonym. Let's take a look at our trade pact with them. Oh, we don't have a trade pact. Okay, let's say, let's look for... Do they have knowledge? Maybe 10? I don't know what a good exchange for knowledge is. And then, so let's see, what do we want? Open request. Okay, and same thing with Achaia. Let's see if the Achaians want knowledge. We'll do or they're willing to trade knowledge with us. This is the nice thing, is that I'm just going to give them an offer saying, hey, what will you give me for 5 knowledge? Or what do you want for 5 knowledge? And then you tell me whatever you want, and then I'll see if that works. Which is a really cool system, as opposed to saying, okay, there's this, and if they don't want to, then you're done, right? And we're actually, I think we're on good terms with other... I wish there was a way for me to kind of see the gradations of like how close we are in terms to other countries here. When it says attitude, I don't know what that means. Like, is the full bar better? Right, okay, so we're at war with Boiotia. So their attitude is less, right? So I think maybe attitude is more so Kalkideke. Admiring. Okay, there we go. So favors, factors impacting attitude of the opponent. Long-lasting peace, right? Too arrogant and ambitious. So we have a really good kind of system with them. Let's go ahead and see if we can trade, and say again, we want some knowledge because I want to build that shipyard, right? So if we have a trade system, let's say, okay, what do you want for that 5 knowledge? Go ahead and send that out there. So we have some people with feelers out there. I want to build a colony. That'll be a fun thing to do, but I don't know why we can't do that yet. I guess we'll wait for the next turn. We'll have Alkidas's fleet. Nope, that's not it. Awesome! Thank you so much! Thank you, thank you, thank you! That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, and it does work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you. See, there's shipyards out throughout here, and we don't have access to any of them. Except for Corinth. Oh, no, we don't have access to that either. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn. I think I know what I want the game to try to do. So, we'll see. We'll see. It feels good to, like, have all of Sparta proper under our control. I think that's fun. So, yeah. I like the fact that you can't... I mean, in some ways, it kind of, like, I was, like, annoyed. Like, oh, no, I want to be able to, like, play as whoever wants to play as. But it's like, well, if you unlock them... Now, the thing is, of course, it's hard to see what you need to do to unlock them. It just seems to, unlock some of these things randomly. So I'll have to look that up online. But maybe there's a way for me to find that out in-game. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to, like, do a little bit more research here. Oh, yeah, Stream Elements has their own... Wait, okay, it's telling me to select technology. I don't want to... I'm trying to do navigation, but it's locked. So is it telling me to do transportation again? I thought I was doing this already. Okay, well... Yeah, let's keep working. Okay, so Chalkidike wants stone, iron, and slaves. Oh, the slaves part is kind of tough. We only have so many. Oh, trade loss limit. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and trade with Chalkidike because Chalkidike is safe, right? Even if we trade with Elis, if we want to take them over later, it might be kind of dicey, right? So this makes us, this gives us the 5 knowledge per turn. That makes it, it's going to be easier for us. We don't have the slaves though. That's kind of tough. And for us, the slave to citizens ratio is 52%. So the ideal is between 30 and 50. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and say yes to Chalkidike's offer. And Phokis wants city and tile visibility. Sure. Now Phokis is at peace with Boiotia, so technically. Okay, Achaia wants... Okay, coal, wood, gold, and stone for the 5. You know what? That's fine. We'll go ahead and say yes to that. See, now, at least now we can't do this because we don't have enough slaves. And that's a lot. I mean, granted, I'm asking for a lot of knowledge, so we'll say no. That was the safest route just because it's adjacent to us. We don't have to worry about things like robbery or whatnot. But, Magic Russian Teas, yes. Sparta and Athens, right. So, if we zoom all the way out, we can try to see... So, Athens in this game... has gotten wrecked. They're all the way over here. And I don't know how that happened, but they've gotten pretty much exiled to Samos. Damaged coal mine on Hormenos. Wait, how's that damaged? How do we fix this? Fix it. Okay, so let's have Alkidas's fleet. So Alkidas's fleet is out here. What I want is this settler, there we go, to load the boat. Perfect. And so Alkidas moves here. I want our new settlement to be here in Kitirios. Kitira. And, okay, so we're going to have Sinon's army try to not pillage. We're going to have him load the units, so we load them into Asopos. And Asopos, can we actually have him heal? So, in order to heal your troops, you have to have them in the center where they're at, right? So we, Asopos, we actually can heal here. Diocletus' army, I don't know. Oh, insufficient resources. Okay, that's not great. We're losing gold. I don't know what we're doing. I think we need to get rid of one of these units. Okay, I don't want to get rid of these. Klearchos' army is pretty strong. Maybe I get rid of these guys. Koronos' army? We're running low on gold? I don't know. Okay. That's... last turn surplus loss. Oh, no. We should be fine? No. We're fine. We just can't afford to have them build up yet. No, I haven't tried Imperator Rome. Yeah, I remember I got it, and I haven't tried it. So... when you said that they weren't going to be doing any further improvements to it, I'm just like, if they're not going to mod it, then what's the point of getting into the franchise, right? Like, not to say that there's no point, right? Obviously, there are games that I'm playing that it came out 20 years ago that obviously they're not improving. But yeah, I'd be interested in playing it. You know, I would be really interested in going back to playing Crusader Kings 3. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I want to be able to give myself enough time between games to just be like, okay, you know, wait, who is this? A settler. Okay, I do have a settler. What is he doing here? Oh, Salacia. Okay, I need to have him develop the area around Salacia. Oh, technically, I could also have him go here. This is what I was thinking. Like, maybe we build this tiny settlement here, and we have... I don't know if it's worth it, though. He'll have access to, like, woodlands... And this gold mine's technically connected to us already, so I don't know if it's really gonna be worth it. Zakynthos, I don't want to like impinge on that. You know what? So I think maybe I'm just gonna send this guy down here to Githyon. We're gonna have to have more resources to found these cities, though. Okay, yeah, and you know, honestly, I'm really... Here's the thing: I have so many games that I bought over the Steam sale, and I love them, but I was playing Medieval Dynasty for a little bit a couple weeks ago. I've been playing Hell Let Loose. I think that's what I was playing last time you were able to tune in. Do I have anybody else who's waiting for orders? I think not. I think we're okay right now. I forget how... Okay, slaves increase production of all resources if the numbers compared to citizens kept within an ideal ratio. Produced in slave markets obtained through trade or by enslaving the population of recently conquered cities. Okay, so we have... Technically, we have too many slaves right now for our population size. So what we could do here... Oh, actually... And Zakynthos is... Yeah, what we could do... Okay, can they build a settler yet? They can! Okay, Zakynthos. Zakynthos is golden. I love it. I love it. I want to play as an OPM in this game, right? But I have to unlock Korkida, and there's a couple of other places that you have to unlock as some... so they allow you to play the biggest nations first. So you can play... or not biggest, but you could play the Athenians, you could play the Spartans, you could play the Achaemenids, but you can't play like just anybody, or like, you know, so I'm kind of wanting to play to unlock more of these OPMs, I guess. So right now, I'm trying to increase the birth rate of places like Messini, places that have been devastated by the war that we recently fought, right? So Pylos, Messini, and Zakynthos. Now, I think I'm going to move Zakynthos down a little bit and then bump up Sparta just a tad. Pylos, I can move down a little. Githyon, I can move up, because we use them for boats. There we go. And that, obviously, there's a modifier to all of those, right? That's affected by things. I still don't know what the numbers here mean, why they're highlighted in red, if that's a plus or a minus. Our citizens are going up. The number of citizens is going up. Our happiness is down. I don't know exactly what happened with that. We can make a bunch of state decisions. Slave castigation. Let's see. Manumission. Okay. So we can't... Forced labor. Distribution of food. Okay, so if we go to all, Seems like we can't do a bunch of these right now. Let's go ahead and end that turn. Yeah, so with Medieval Dynasty, I played a good like 40 hours in there, and I got to a place like, okay, this is cool. I'm at where, you know, my village has like 14 people. I have my first kid, and he's like 2 years old. And I'm like, okay, this is neat. And it's fun. It's a great game. But I think at that time I was like, okay, I think I'm done doing what I want to do. And there is a lot of content there, but I feel like a lot of it is just kind of rinse and repeat, right? You're kind of doing the same thing. It's just like now you get more automation, and that's great. I feel like I loved playing Animal Crossing, but there's like the cuteness factor of it, right? And you're like unlocking a bunch of things. And at first I felt that way about Medieval Dynasty, and it's still a great game. I'm not saying that it's not at all, but like I just feel like, okay, at that time I feel like, all right, kind of I've done what I wanted to do, right? Oh, the Achaemenids are such a large empire. Okay, so Corinth. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Wait, oh, it's the Corinthians. Are you landing something somewhere nearby? Get out of here, bud. So here are the Enkele tribes. Thessaly. Okay, we're gonna fast forward through all of this. We could watch them, but oh, there's the Celtic tribes, Macedonia, the Odrysians versus Athens. Chalkidike. Okay, Chalkidike and Korkira. Korkira. Is it Korkira? Aetolia. Okay. We need to kind of figure out what we want to do in our sphere of influence here. If we don't start acting a little bit more decisively, we'll start kind of slipping behind. We have a very, very solid dominion, very easily defensible, right? But like, if we want to like keep expanding in here. Okay, Boiotia. Ionia versus Lydia. See, we can't really... Okay, Athens. Are you coming back to reclaim your territory? You should, man. Okay, so it looks like Boiotia is still... They're still fighting here in Athens, it looks like, or at least their standards are kind of bloody. I'm rooting for Athens, ironically enough. Sparta and Athens weren't always, like, at each other's throats. There were times where they were cooperating, you know, begrudgingly. And this is post-Peloponnesian War by, like, 100 years. So... I'm not too clear about the details of ancient Greece. I'm a lot more familiar with ancient Rome. I did study a little bit of ancient Greek history, but not too much, right? And I did take a little bit of ancient Koine Greek just for like an elective kind of thing. I offer 15 food, and Macedonia will give us 4 knowledge, 2 gold, iron, and influence. You know what? That's a pretty good trade deal. We have a lot of food, luckily enough. So we were up 15, or we were up 22 the previous turn. We get 34 each turn. Last turn traded resources 1.11. Yeah, you know what? I think this is good. This is a good trade because we get that knowledge, and I want that knowledge. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and do it, Macedonia. Okay. Do you want and accept a peace signing a peace treaty from Boiotia? Phokis initiated the talks, and Boiotia agreed to negotiate peace with you. You know what? I actually don't care about Boiotia. I'm not trying to get anything up there. I have, like, closer enemies. Mantinea is getting too big for its britches, in my opinion, so I feel like if we have a target next to us, it's Mantinea, and it'll be a lot easier to attack. So yes, absolutely. So peace signed with Boiotia. Boiotia. Phokis has started building a great statue that shall surpass any construction built ere now. They call it Colossus. Such a grandiose project deserves our admiration. Okay. So Phokis. We need to figure out how to do that. It's like the world or the wonder building in Civilization, right? So it's our turn. So we've signed peace. Loyalty in 3 cities increased thanks to the In Memoriam close to Pylos. So we built this memorial here when we vanquished the Messenians. Okay, so our turn has started. We have 6 gold, and it looks like, so I don't know what these numbers in red mean, right? This is still a surplus. We're still gaining things every turn, but for some reason it's red, so I don't know what that's about. So we have a unit here. I want to unload the settler here on Kithira. Okay, I want him to found a city. I don't know what that's going to take. We have another boat coming up here in Githion. And I want to be able to send a settler out here. So this used to be Athens. I don't know what happened to that settlement, but it disappeared. So I want a settlement here because I think it'd be fun. In Kydonia or right here? This would be right here. Yeah. That'd be great. Let's try. Let's expand our influence. I love the kind of like map painting. It's kind of like you do the map painting of Civ. Or the map painting of the Paradox games, but with the granularity. I've been using that a lot. This word a lot. The granularity of the Civ series, where you can actually build tile by tile, not just whole provinces at a time. So okay, so the map is a little bit of a hot mess. I don't know where Telekinesis is. I'm assuming that Phokis is somewhere over here. Phokis is here. I have no idea where Telekinesis is. Oh, Telekinesis is over here. Ah, there's the red line. Okay, so it tells us... Why are... Okay, so I guess if you declare yourself a new nation, you're just automatically at war with everybody. Okay. Next message. Okay. Akarnania wants to trade right access. Players are allowed traders with other player to go through their lands. That's fine. They're admiring of us anyway. Akarnania. Okay, so winter 353 BCE. Too big an army causes happiness to drop by 23%. Ooh, okay, so that's not great. So we can build an Asclepion. Damage Mothone and Messenia changed production of knowledge to 24%. Okay, so they're starting to actually recover here. So what I want to do is get rid of a couple of the, so our army's too large, apparently, right? So these are the things, there's a bunch of notifications that come up here, and sometimes it's just easy to like, boop, and don't even really pay attention to it. So our army is too large for our population. So there's a couple of options here. You increase the population or you reduce the size of the army. Now, obviously, if you reduce the size of the army, that means we have to build up next time. We're not currently at war with anybody. I feel like, unless we want to go to war with Mantinea. Okay, what is Mantinea? They're admiring of us, right? So if they like us, we don't need to go to war with them. Argos, maybe. I want to find somebody who doesn't like us and go to war with them. Okay, so they're friendly with us. I think Elis is really good terms with us. Yeah, they're cordial. Oh, actually, cordial. Just cordial, huh? They're not like in awe. Just kidding. And Achaia is admiring. Okay, so really, I mean, there's a couple. Acarnania's good with us. Who's this? Elis is here. Calidon. Thessaly Ferai. Yeah, if anything, we just should look at our resources and try to expand elsewhere. Okay, so we can build a town in 2 turns, and this only takes 10 wood, 1 gold, and 1 stone. And this is a great place. I think we have a lot of the ocean around us, and we have yeah, I think this is a great spot right here. Kithida. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Okay, and let's have this ship. The music is surprisingly good. And I only say surprising because usually in games like this, where like it's just one indie developer, it's usually not too much. Music is not a thing that they really think about all that much. It's kind of an afterthought. The music here is really good. Okay, you need to wake up, dude. Why can't you move? Okay, so we have a couple units of our peltasts. The peltasts, Alchemists, I feel like those are the units I want to get rid of. Our army's a little too large, I guess. So let's destroy... Okay, actually, I want to destroy the unit that has the least amount of experience, right? So Koronos' army doesn't have that much experience. Who's this? Cosmas. Oh, I guess we have an open border treaty with them. So Koronos' army, yeah, let's, how much, okay, let's, there's got to be a window here. Strategic overview window. Do we have one for armies? Okay, we have 2 units of peltasts. Prodromoi cavalry here, and I guess that's it. And we have 2 units of hoplites, right? I want the hoplites because they're expensive. The Podromoi again. The peltasts are the ones who I can replace the easiest. I don't want to say replaceable, but like, you know, replaceable. Alcamenes' army here, and I'm gonna get rid of these guys here. Destroy a unit in 1 turn. It gives us gold, and it gives us people. Destroy the map item. And that's just the army, yes. Okay, and we have another Alcidas' fleet. Is this a gate to the underworld again? I didn't know it was going to cost only so much to settle. We need to be building settlers everywhere. So there's actually, so there's Crete, right? But there's Chios, I think. Not, is it Chios? The island directly north of Crete? There's an island that I want, let's see, to lay claim to that nobody else has. Crete. What is the name of that island right north of it? Milos. Kimlos? Milos. Is that an island? That's not Crete. Adamantas. Adamantas? No. What island is this? Milos, I guess, is the name of the island. Let's pass. Let's skip all this. Close the presentation of opponents' actions. Oh, okay. If we press escape. Ah! It just goes through all of it. Eh! Okay, the Salian League, they want city visibility. Okay, sure. Help is sought from you. Okay, we give them what, 1 wood? I mean, for what? Sure. Akarnania. I don't know who they're fighting. I wish there's a way to pull up... Uh-oh. Okay, let's take a look at Akarnania. Were they at war with somebody? Stratos. Akarnania. Okay, Akarnania, you are... Oh, they're at war with Achaia. Okay, you know what? They're at war with Achaia and Athens, and I will support them just because I don't want the Achaians to get too strong. So, sure. I offer... Okay, so Corinth wants... iron? Okay, granted we have a bunch of iron, but that's a lot. Oh, no. Oh, they're willing to give us iron, knowledge, gold, and wood. And what do I offer? Food... Slaves, coal, let's see. I don't really need any of this stuff, though. But it's kind of to build relations, so yeah, sure, and I'll give them 1 coal. I don't know. I don't know what they want. Stone I can do. Maybe 2 stone. What do you want? General Isocrates acts suspiciously. According to reports from other commanders, General Isocrates behaves very strangely lately. The rumors were confirmed by different sources. Apparently, he's planning a defection to the enemy, but hasn't decided on the right time yet. We should call him back to the rear where we can keep him under control. Okay, so yeah, I forgot I sent him forward, didn't call him back, just forgot about him completely. Okay. Messini influenced by Arcadia. Uh-oh. Influence of Arcadia and Messini is growing and the morale of the city dropped by 20%. Groups of powerful citizens led a campaign in the city and stirred waves of public unrest. Okay. Counselor, size of the army. Too much of the country's wealth is spent on the military and the people start to show their dissatisfaction with the situation. The impact on general happiness is minus 12%. You might claim that all this is done to protect the safety and well-being of your people, but the citizenry thinks that maintaining such a big army is too costly and unnecessary. You can appease them either by decreasing military power or increasing the population count by providing higher birth rate support. Either way, the size of the army is a sensitive topic and you should try to keep the ratio between your armed forces and citizens balanced. Okay, so that's one thing that's come up a couple of times. I don't know where the actual screen would be, where I'd be able to figure that out. Okay, Isocrates, come back here. Way too far out there. State decision games. Okay, so... Arcadia is getting a little annoying here. We should probably start looking at Tegea here. Mothone. Mothone, are you repaired yet? Okay, here we go. Repair city. In 2 turns. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need a lot of stone for that. Okay. So Clearchus is an army. Can they go here? What's the thing with the Asclepion? Okay, 5 turns. We'll just have all our units sleep. Okay. Kithira. Okay, page 191 of this 218-page manual. Let's see. Several groups of sea goddesses that protect sailors are dispersed around the map on sea tiles. You can take advantage of their kindness and send your naval vessels to their tile. Such a vessel has a 25% chance every turn that it receives an improvement from the Nereids. If it stays longer, it can receive even more than just one improvement. However, the goddesses can only grant you improvements that are already available to you. Okay, so I don't know what that means, what the improvements are, but... let's have it cancel unit action and just stay here. So I guess you have to stay in that tile, and then there's a chance that they can improve your ship. But I don't know exactly what improvements are available to me at this point. So we'll just have to see. Alright, let's skip through all of that. I had no idea I could literally skip through that. Transportation played a key role in long war conquests. The extended lines of communication required more effective means of transport of troops and supplies. Wagons allowed troops to be transported fast over longer distances. So now we have construction, which allows us to build amphitheaters. We have earthworks, which allows us to build palisades, and elite core, which gives our military units the elite improvements. Okay, so what I really want is to unlock the navigation here. New inventions, the galley. So early mariners who embarked on voyages of exploration developed systematic methods of observing and recording their position, the distances and the directions they traveled, the currents of wind and water, and the hazards and havens they encountered. Their journals became the basis for later navigation techniques. So it requires horsemanship and unknown. We invent the galley, and it gives us the subsequent tech of the drill arena. So let's select that. I thought I'd be able to build a shipyard with that, but maybe not. But it gives us the chance to build a galley. Euboea. Okay, why help is sought from you? Sure. Who are they at war with? I don't care. Take it. They'll be in our debt later. Okay, Phokis is giving us a gift. Fantastic. And Ionia gives us influence and wood. I don't really need that. Especially for gold, no. Okay, so Lydia wants tile visibility, map item unit visibility, and map exchange. Okay, sure. Corinth. Okay, so we offer 10 food. Oh, we're running low on food. That's a lot of food for a little bit of... I mean, sure. Sure. Olympic Games are coming. Olympic Games will take place next turn. If we can cover the fees, we should not miss this opportunity to win not only prestige, but also quite a large amount of gold. Let's do it. Okay, so... Too big an army causes happiness to drop by 12%. But it's still over. It's over the amount, right? Okay. I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves, if I might say so myself. Okay, so we don't have any improvements for Eurydice's fleet, so I don't think this is going to be... I mean, the Netians are showing up pretty cool. But, yeah, we can't get improvements to ours. So our general here... We should go to Achaia, because they've been, Arcadia's been kind of screwing with us, so we need to kind of do that to them. Influence of Sparta and Achaia is growing, and the morale in the city dropped by 8%. I think that's a good turn for us. Yeah, I want to build a settlement right here, and then maybe another one right here. Not by Naxos, because that'll be another one right here, but this one right here. Dodecadense. The Dodecanese. Let's build another Sparta. Why don't you build another settler? Or maybe Githion or Asopos. Or maybe we start expanding in this direction. Is there anything up here? There's a bunch. Coquina? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of land up here. So, Zakynthos, build a settler, please. And then we can send a boat. Alcidas is his fleet. Yeah, we need to expand in both directions here. Okay, and then Alcimenes' army, just self-heal. So what we need to do is we're going to be sending settlers north of Zakynthos onto the mainland there, and Olympic Wreath achievement unlocked. That kind of gives me an idea of what we did with the Olympics. I think we might have won. Okay. We have met Telchinis. They look Roman. Telchinis is the smallest country with the lowest population. It is one of the weakest countries with a fragile economy. It is a city-state. This nation has a bad reputation, and many other states consider it aggressive, as it is at war with many other nations. It is currently at war with Ionia and Nea Athena and others. Let us see what our future relations with Telchinis will be like. Okay. Euboea and Argolis signed a confederation. Okay. Euboea and Argolis, huh? Odrysian Kingdom wants peace. Or at peace map exchange. Sure. Okay, nullifying peaceful passage and wants map exchange. That's fine. Kadia offers us stone. Well, thank you. Confederation with Akarnania. You know, that's not a terrible idea. They're at war with Achaia, though. That's the tricky bit. I wish I could zoom in here. I don't want to get into war with Achaia. We'll go back to that. Let's take a look here. Akarnania. It would be helpful to ally with them because we do want to set up, I don't know who these guys are. Who is this? Ah, this is Korkira. Yeah, I definitely want to set up something here. Ambrakia. Okay, Akranania, they have a few big cities. Stratos, Ampilokion, Hikon, and Limnaya. Lefkas is Corinth. Lefkadanicia. Okay, and so, wait, is this? No, this is also Akarnania. Why is this? No, this is Corinth. And I think... Ah. Okay. Calydon, they're at war with Achaia. Kephalenia, okay. That's gonna be kind of tough. I don't want to get into war. I don't want to get into a war with Achaia. They don't look that powerful, though, to be honest. So we're at war now with Achaia, so we need to figure out how to do this. Zakynthos. Okay, so Zakynthos I want trading and defense. Can't build any improvements. Oops. Wrong button. Zakynthos is the key to our entire strategy here. If we lose it, it's over. But we also want to get this, that city foundation, very close by. So ultimately what we want to do is build another ship. Can Mathone build another ship? Settler Peltasts. That's not really what we know. Getheon needs to build a boat. Asopos needs to build a boat. We don't need to build any more soldiers, I don't think. Boats are very, very crucial at this point. So Getheon, I will have Getheon build a boat. Ooh, 15 gold. That's a lot. Okay, so I guess we can't do anything right now. Okay, let's, Archigos, our general here, let's have him move to Elis. Okay, so we need to actually figure out how this is supposed to work here to do this effectively. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to be fast forwarding to get to everybody except for, okay, Arcanania here. Byzantion. Who am I at war with over there? Okay, it looks like the Boiotians are at war with somebody here. Okay, so Achaia is starting to move. Uh-oh. Ah. You know, but if they build that city first, that means that we have less resources to have to spend there. Okay, so Argolis is versus Achaia, so they're going to be fighting, it looks like. Okay, so Elis is actually also at war with Achaia. So maybe we can ask... Oh, but see if we ask Elis into our... Oh, no. Okay, they're at war with Aetolia also. Actually, if Elis wants to join us... Uh-oh. Okay, what's happening here? Okay. Do you want to accept signing the peace treaty from Athens? Right, yes, sure. I'm not at war with you, that's fine. Peace from Telchines, yes. Kythera demands trading in 4 turns. The governors of Kythera ask for improvement of city infrastructure. They request a trading improvement to be built there within 4 seasons. If you do not agree or can afford it, you will risk a city revolt, but there is still time to consider the request. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. Distribute food. A hungry mob in the streets demands food. Action should be taken immediately. We either buy all stored grains from the merchants and distribute them to the crowds, or we find another way to solve the dire lack of food. Okay, so we're over trading a bunch of stuff now for things we actually don't really need. Gain significant amount of food, increase happiness and cultivation of new fields, cost minor amounts of gold, stone, iron, and wood. Yes, so let's do that. And yes, absolutely. Absolutely do that. State's decision outcome. Distributing grains from states' reserves help to improve the immediate lack of food in the country. 2 fields built. Resource yields are 20 food and 15 happiness. Resources yield some from latest changes, and we just bunch of what is trivial amounts of resources here. Coal deposit found. Additional 8 units of coal have been added to our reserves. The gods favor us. We ought to be grateful. Prayers and offerings should be arranged to celebrate. I don't know where that went. Is it just random coal? Caravans were attacked by Athens. Bands of Athens attacked the traders traveling to Macedonia and stole 64% of all the goods. That's not great. Chalkidike. Bandits stole... Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. A bunch of raids happening. Technological progress. I think that's all the Achaians. Important steps have been made towards further technological progress. Public order technology was unlocked. Once sufficient resources are available, you can start researching this technology. Problematic trade with Corinth. Right, we're losing a bunch of that trade there. So, winter 352 BCE, Sparta. Caravans were attacked by Athens, and then heading to Chalkidike and Achaia were also attacked. Coal deposit found. I don't know where that is. Ah. Kithida demands trading in 4 turns. Let's go ahead and build that before I forget. Oh, that's absolutely doable. We need to figure out what to do with that surplus of food. Okay, so we need more food. Let's save the game. Now, what we want to do, terrain was extended. Now, let's see. Do we have... Okay, there's a ship here. I don't even know if we need to, like, unload directly onto here. We could probably just unload our troops here. Because this would be the best place. Once the city expands, right, it's only going to get these 4 tiles. But then it can expand to everybody here. And so we get this as well. And then when it extends even bigger, we get both of these islands. We don't have to worry about having an extra settlement there. So let's go to the diplomacy with... do we want to have them join a confederation? Too soon to make such decisions. Huh. How about defense pact? What's unit healing? Brothers in arms. Almost 0. Nah, that's not. Okay. So they're at war with Boeotia, which we don't really want to go to war with. They're at war with Achaia, and they're also at war with the Molosian Kingdom, which we don't care about. So they're allowing us free passage through here, though, so that's fine. So I think what I'm going to do here is take our general. Who's this? Thessaly Ferai. Okay. And what it can do here is enemy units is on this tile. Let's use provoke uprisings. Oh! Oh! It worked. That's the first time that's happened. Elis joined Sparta. Elis betrayed its pledge to Achaia and joined Sparta. Money and the promise of privileges can buy anyone, even local governors. I don't even know what I did. I just thought it was provoke uprising, or like influence, right? I guess is provoke uprising. Oh, wow. Okay, perfect. That's amazing. Okay, so Isocrates has proven his worth. Oh man, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, do we need to do anything to Elis? New specialization? Nope. Enslaved citizens? Nope. Build an improvement? Nope. Okay. So it has defense and amphitheater. And trading. Loyalty is pretty good. 10% out of 100. That's not great. Wait, okay, so I can't tell which one here is supposed to be the better, like, experience. Should go with the color bar. So I think for me, loyalty, if I read this, that means all of this is at 90%. 10% out of 100. That's no. It should be white completely, right? The red bar, I think, is the danger zone, maybe? I don't know how to increase loyalty. Okay, here we go. The red curtain on the right or under the map's item name in the unit manager. Okay, lower indicates lower loyalty. Okay, I guess. When the loyalty curtain is gray, it means the loyalty of the map item is at its maximum. Okay, so gray is good, red is bad here. When you conquer a foreign city, its local population will look at you with distrust. Their loyalty to you will be low, and it might take decades to build solid foundations for their trust and to integrate them fully into your empire. The level of loyalty on conquered territories differs depending on the cultural similarity of the nations. If you conquer back a city that was yours in the past, the loyalty also drops. Huh. In this case, it depends on how long the city was held by the opponent and how integrated it was now in his empire. A city with low loyalty will transfer low loyalty to all units built and repaired there. Oh, okay. Now, I don't know how to improve loyalty here. Okay, we now have a settler here. We need to wait for our boat to get in. Where is it? Oh, so slow. But yeah, the fact that Elis is now ours, fantastic. Okay, the Asclepion will be built in 2 turns. Now, we can probably repair this unit. Clearchus' army, so I don't know why I can't repair this. Destroy road, yeah, see? It's hoplites, and they should be able to repair in Sparta. I don't know exactly what's happening here. It's a big level 5 city, so that's a diamond pattern. Yes, I still feel like this is the best place to put that new city here. Naxos Nicia. Okay. Do we have any idle units? I don't. Again, I thought I'd be able to. Maybe it's busy doing city raid. Okay, so I can't do anything in the meantime. Okay, so I feel like we're okay. Our food is better. Zakynthos actually probably... You know what? This guy should actually come over here and build a field.